I wonder how my girlfriend is going to react to me being on a call with three other ladies. Anyway, welcome to On My Mind, the podcast featuring yours truly, Michael Martinez. Yeah, so Ariel got a week off. What a dedicated host, right? Last week, Ariel and I recorded our longest episode on the show, talking about all kinds of things from exciting announcements to all these questions that you guys asked us. We had a fun one, so check that episode out if you haven't already. Now, this week, whew, we have guests. Finally, after a couple of weeks of solo episodes, I gladly introduce two new guests that we haven't had on the show yet, the amazing Abby and the marvelous Michelle.
Hey, what's up?
Right, I know. Usually it's always awkward in the beginning, but I mean, once we get into episode, everything's gonna be fine. But also, um, this week, we also have the On My Mind guest veteran, the majestic Melanie, who's my best friend. How you doing?
Hi, I'm glad to be back.
All right, yeah, okay. So the stuff that I have to say every episode. If you're new to the podcast, why not subscribe to the YouTube channel? We upload new episodes every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. You can follow our Instagram and Twitter at OMM the podcast to see any updates for the show or to participate in any Q&As and polls we have. Also, if you have any topics you guys want us to talk about or any spicy challenges for us to attempt, feel free to submit them to us either by sending us a DM on our Instagram or by filling out a submission form in the description for those of you listening on YouTube. I also need to mention that this episode is going to be 100% explicit. Yeah, as in, I'm not going to censor any cuss words or anything this week. It is just for this episode, though, so do keep that in mind. But with all that being said, I don't really have much else to explain. And to be honest, I don't think we're ready for this. But, all right, from college experiences to girl advice, we present to you On My Mind. Roll the intro. And we're back. Hello. Yeah, so this week we have what I call the OGs, as in they were the very first. I don't know how to explain this actually. Can you guys kind of explain the deal?
We started the marching band with Santos. We came in the same year as our band director did in high school.
Yeah, look at that. See, she's a natural, isn't she? Um, honestly, I feel like
That's what she was drumming her.
yes, of course. I feel like there's so many people out there who can honestly do this job way better than I can. But I mean, I'm the one with the show, so yeah. Anyway,
True.
so I'm gonna allow the guests to introduce themselves a little bit, and yeah. So this week we do have Abby, Michelle, and Melanie, and they're all college freshmen, and they all graduated this year technically, but I mean it was last school year, and well, I would argue that they kind of didn't even graduate without the whole ceremony and everything. But I mean, oh well, I guess we could kind of talk about that later. But Abby, I guess you can kind of start. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Geez, I suddenly forgot everything about myself. I am a freshman at Santa Cruz. I am also the reason why this podcast isn't censored because I cuss a lot. That's pretty much all I have. I live in Anaheim. Like, that's important.
They're gonna track you down.
What happened?
They're gonna track you down.
I know, right? They're gonna like find my IP address or something. Please don't do that. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have for now. I'm 18. Yeah. Okay, next.
Michelle, cool. Yes, that's Abby.
Okay. I just stopped laughing.
Oh my gosh, I'm dead.
I'm Michelle. I'm a freshman at UC Riverside. I don't know. I used to do tennis in high school. not anymore. And I'm still living at home, so
Yeah, I think everyone else is
that's
too.
it.
It's a shame. Anyway, and then last but not least, Melanie.
Hi, you guys already. Do I have to introduce myself again? Because I already introduced myself like twice, haven't I?
I mean, if you don't want it, we could just move in right in. Or
Okay.
yes.
I'm Melanie. I'm a freshman at University of Redlands.
Ooh.
Mostly 18. That's pretty much it. So.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Michael's
Oh.
real best friend. There we go. Sorry, I had to rub that in for Ariel.
Yeah, there's this whole controversy that Melanie started when she asked me who was my real best friend, and me and her haven't been the same since. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, yeah. So I know that it's super awkward. I mean, it usually is. I haven't done guests in a while, and I kind of forgot that, we have that initial awkward, like, kind of hump that a lot of us have to go over. Well, I mean, all of us do. But I, think we have a really fun episode ahead of us. I mean, you guys are all, like, interesting people, and, it's kind of fun to have you guys on the show. Abby actually has, she's been wanting to be on the show, like, since forever ago, but I haven't really gotten the chance to kind of include her yet until now. And so,
Well, yeah, you were like, oh, who would like to be like a guest on the podcast, right? And I was like, me, I love podcasts. And then like that was like months ago, and I was like, okay, well, I never got the call. And then I got the DM. I felt like freaking Spider-Man with fucking Avengers waiting for a call, and I was like, oh yeah, like I'm in, I got it, I got the part or something. Like what the hell?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just needed to find like the right group of people, and honestly, I think I found it. But anyway, to start off the episode, I wanted to kind of do a little, just a little fun thing. Everyone knows the game Who's Most Likely To, and I have a couple of like prompts here for you guys, and I wanted to see if you guys would agree with each other's kind of choices. Because I feel like each of you guys are like different enough to like kind of have your own persona. I don't know what the word I'm trying to say is. But yes, okay. So honestly, I think the best way to go about this is just to jump right into it. So I'll start with the first question here, and it is, who is most likely to go skydiving off a plane?
Not me.
Abby?
I am terrified of heights.
I was actually thinking about that today. I saw someone bungee jump, and I was like, oh, they're so lucky. Like I can't wait till I get to do that. So I think me.
Yeah, Abby. Dude,
Okay.
I can't even fall in games. Like if I fall from a height in a game, like my stomach splits.
I would not jump out of a plane. That's all I want to say.
No. How?
No.
What if you're like flying? That's like super cool. I don't know. I want to. That's like on my bucket list.
I feel like Abby would do it like for herself. I feel like if I get peer pressured into it by like a lot, I would probably end up doing it. And then I feel like Michelle wouldn't do it even if her like life depended on it. I'm like, no.
Yes. All right. Cool. The next one is who's most likely to move outside of the U.S.?
She was Michelle. Michelle wanted to like leave to like. She wanted to go to the furthest UC. Oh yeah, I did. Like I wanted to get away from my family. Not gonna lie,
Oh,
but now I'm
damn.
stuck here.
I love that. Then yeah, Michelle.
Michelle, probably. You're like, I want to move out, so when college comes, I can just leave. But no.
Yikes! Damn. No, I mean, I honestly, because I'm going to college next year too. I don't know if you guys, no, you guys don't know, but I'm gonna
SMH.
be moving to Maine, to go to school next year, which is only on the other side of the country, but I'll live.
Yeah, no biggie.
Yeah, this is fine. I'm like low key freaking out on the inside, but I guess I just have to face it when the time comes. But anyway,
Yeah, that's
next.
exciting.
Yeah, for sure. My main concern is that I don't like seafood, and that's like all they have over there.
Love that.
Yeah. So the next question here is, who's most likely to be the first one to die in a zombie apocalypse?
I feel like, I don't know actually. I feel like Melanie. Or no, I feel like Melanie. I just have like a feeling.
Melanie, because she has short legs and wouldn't be able to run fast enough. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm not even.
Yeah, I feel like Melanie would like organize a plan to escape and then fail at it. Like we'll all survive. Like she'll like be the first one to die, and we'll be like, oh well, at least she planned it for us. Like respect, and then that would be it.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you guys escape and die in the process.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Sounds legit.
The side character who got 5 minutes of screen time. Damn. Okay. Well, on the flip side, who's most likely to be? Oh no, wait. Who's most likely to kill someone accidentally?
Oh.
Abby.
Oh my god! I knew you guys didn't say. I was waiting for it. I was like, on accident? Not on accident though.
Not on wait.
It wouldn't be on accident. It would happen. But if we're gonna go with accident, then that's how. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna plan my defense. Then it was an accident. It was an accident. Yeah.
Whoops.
She would make it look like an accident.
Yeah, I watch too many crime shows to to not get away with murder.
How to get away with murder?
Honestly.
Dude, no, I watch too much Criminal Minds.
Oh, me too. I'm on season 9, dude.
Dude, Abby would be. And then Abby would be the. Abby would be the one committing murder, and Michelle would probably be the one trying to like track her down. Nah, I'd be helping her cover it up.
Oh my god.
Like,
Michelle's my alibi. I don't know what you guys are talking
nah.
Okay, well then, yeah, next one. So, who's most likely to marry a celebrity?
Abby.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Damn.
She's the only one
call me out, guys.
She's the most outgoing out of all of us. You really are. But then again, she has like been in the longest relationship ever. That is true.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I can't really say much, but yeah.
I like how she's trying not to get canceled.
If Michael B. Jordan or Harry Styles walks through the door, it's like that relationship goes out the window. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, come on. It's just some celebrities just hit different.
That's fair. That's fair.
That is very true.
All right. Well then, who's most likely to do weird things in public?
Abby.
Wow, you guys are really going after her.
Abby, like Michelle said, Abby's the most outgoing out of all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what weird things are we talking about?
I don't know. Things you wouldn't see every day on the sidewalk. I don't know.
Then yeah, whatever. Probably me then. No. Okay, next.
Damn. See, I honestly expected more diversity in the answers, but I mean, I guess unexpected is cool. Anyway, so then who's most likely to spend all of their money on something stupid? I just feel... Does no one want to say Abby or what?
I know. I'm like, are they thinking me? I mean, I know I would definitely like.
Honestly, my first thought after you asked that was Abby. I think Abby's the only one out of the three of us who actually like works too, so she has her own money to spend.
Yeah, which isn't very good. I'm trying to think the last thing I bought. I mean, I spend a lot of money on coffee. A lot of money on coffee. But I get a lot of random things like knickknacks. I love knickknacks. Like little things like, yeah. Yeah, probably me then. Okay, next. Jesus.
Okay, I feel like we'll get a different answer here, but I don't know. We'll see. So, who's most likely to fall asleep in class?
Michelle.
Oh my god. Michelle. Like all of us.
Dude, I literally did fall asleep one time in Pintos' class.
Jeez.
Like, we were correcting, and I fell asleep, and my partner started correcting my paper for
Oh
me.
my god. What a trooper. Oh wow, first voice crack of the
Yeah.
show.
I know. What class in high school did you guys sleep in the most, or like get bored in the most? Pinto. I'm sorry. I would sleep in my second or third period, usually.
Really? I think I would sleep like history and English were like my top most boring classes. I
History.
cannot last in
No.
those classes.
Tennis class was Pinto. No, tennis class was fun. No, but for me it was Pinto because of his voice. Like, it stays consistent. He has such a monotone voice where I just be like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall asleep.
See,
I had to push myself to stay
I
awake
get that.
whoa.
because I struggle with science. So I actually had to pay attention in order to pass that class. No, his class was easy. I do not do well with science. The only science class I did, so did I, but like, I didn't on both finals. So did I. Jeez, Michelle, you're not special. But I wasn't even trying. The only science class I actually enjoyed was chemistry, and that's just because there was a lot of math in it. So there's a lot of math in chemistry. That's the only like science class I actually like enjoyed, because I love math.
I took AP Bio. That one, I think that was like my best science class. I think I did pretty good. I passed the test too, so
Nice.
I actually liked that class.
So like back when I was still like trying to figure out what I wanted to do with life, I mean I still honestly don't know, but we'll see. I at least have direction now. But I actually wanted to become like a teacher at one point, but then my mom pointed out that I have that if I was a teacher, I'd probably be one of those teachers who, like Michelle said, who really just has like a monotone voice the entire time, and that honestly turned me away. Thanks, Mom. Okay. The next one is who's most likely to get into a fight with their teacher? Or I mean with you guys, it's probably professor, huh? Sorry, I forgot you guys were in college.
Abby?
Me. I'm really quick to argue, that's why. I'm really quick to like defend myself and like defend other people. So
Oh, hello. Special guest today. Okay.
wait, what's happening?
Say hello to my dad.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, well, I think that was a rhetorical question, but yeah, okay, that's honestly all I have for the who's most likely to, and damn, you guys really went at it towards Abby. I didn't expect that.
I know, it just calmed me
She
out.
agreed with
everything.
it, so
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, I was waiting. I thought you guys were. I was like, oh, I'll let them answer. And in my head, I was like, oh, they said me.
Damn. Well, I mean, I guess talking about fighting with your teachers, moving into the chatter segment, which is everyone's favorite segment. I kind of wanted to first touch on your guys' college quote unquote experiences, because I mean, I know everything's been online, and I mean, it sucks for me as a senior in high school, but I mean, it's probably a lot worse for you guys as like college students, where you guys are actually paying for your education and everything, right? Um, but I kind of did an Instagram post on my story, and I asked the audience, or as we call them, the Synapse. It's yeah. Point is, I asked them, and they came through with a bunch of questions about college, because I mean, the audience is generally around my age, right? Like, senior in high school. And so they were kind of curious about some of the stuff that you guys are going through right now. And I guess to kind of start off, something simple. In a word, how is college going for you guys overall?
Done, because I already finished my first semester.
Um,
I say it's
you say, wait, dumb?
enjoying this awkward silence.
Yeah, hashtag blessed. For those of you guys who know, you know.
I'm trying to think of a word in my head.
I was in the bathroom, so I had myself muted.
Oh, hello.
Anyways, mine's going pretty good. I mean, I'm almost done too. It's almost like non-existent if I was gonna put it in a word, because So yeah, my word is non-existent. But other than that, pretty good, I think.
So Michelle.
Mine's tiring, dude. All my professors are really giving out them assignments.
Okay, well, there you guys have it. I guess. All right, whatever. Moving on. Do you guys miss high school? And what do you guys miss about being? Well, I guess aside from the obvious, actually being at school.
I think I don't really miss high school itself, but I miss seeing people. I'm a talkative person, so I miss talking to people. Knowing about their lives. Just miss that because now I feel like when you just don't get the same connection like through Zoom. I mean, first of all, especially in college, like you don't really know anybody. It's like little strangers. So it's not even like you're on Zoom with your friends. You're just like, it's just quiet. It's like more awkward than this podcast. It's just like silence. It's just like silence, and it's weird. And when you need help, there's no one to go to. So like, that's what I miss about high school. Just like actually being there and like talking to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss socializing. I miss my friends. Because I think there's like one other student from Godinez that went to Redlands. I didn't really like talk to them, and I don't think they're majoring the same major I am. So like our classes are completely different, and like there's nobody else from my school that goes there, so I can't really like ask anybody anything. Like Abby said, like you can't really like ask for help, especially like online and stuff like that. Like I'm pretty sure if we were like on campus and like the whole COVID like didn't exist, probably would have made some friends by now. So like, yeah, it's just difficult online. So I definitely miss socializing.
Michelle, do you have
my turn now?
anything?
I was gonna say, yeah, like same. Like I miss my friends because I'm an introvert, so I don't think Zoom really changed a lot. Even if I was on campus, I'd probably not have many friends. But like my math class, they made a group chat where people send answers, and I'm just like, cool, okay. So yeah,
something that works for you.
Yeah, it's like people are like, hey, do you guys get this question from the online homework? And then someone will like explain it and like send the answer to it. And I'm like, okay. And I don't have to talk to them. It's just like through text. So
there.
It's done.
Wow. Honestly, I feel like that happened a lot in high school too. I was never a part of those conversations though. I never let anyone copy my work or stuff like that.
Sure. Oh, we're lying. This is a lying podcast. Okay.
Oh, really? No, I'm serious.
Oh, you are? Wait, I'm confused. Are you serious or are you not serious?
No, I'm dead ass. I forgot this is uncensored.
Oh my god. I was in every single group chat for all the answers. I mean, it depends what class too, though. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, it just wasn't for me. I don't know. I felt like I didn't need it because I'm that cool, right? Anyway, is college?
He didn't
you're
like being in
smart.
those. He didn't like being in those group chats because people were gonna ask him for the answers. He
Yeah.
didn't like sharing answers.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, you're one of those people. Okay.
Oh, wait,
I see the
I'm
vibe.
not. You know what? I'm not
I
even
see the
gonna.
vibe here.
I'm not gonna ask. Well, I am gonna ask. Just Anyway, is college actually as hard as high school teachers make it sound?
Does anybody? Oh well, okay. It depends. I feel like because for me, it's really easy. Not easy, but it's just different. Like a lot of the discussions we have are more class based. Like it's more us driving the discussion rather than the teacher. It's a lot of lecture. But other than that, they're pretty like understanding. I mean, on my part, I feel like every professor in every class is different. But so far, like I feel like I'm doing way better in college than I did in high school. I mean, I still did pretty good in high school, but like I'm saying, like right now, I feel like I'm doing really like good in college. But I don't know. I mean, Melanie and Michelle can talk about their experience.
Yeah, I think it is different. Not only like just professors, also like your school. Because since there's like different types of schools, like their campus size or like how many students go over there and stuff like that. It depends. So my classes are very, they really engage the students in discussions since our class sizes are very small. My constitution class only had like 12, 13 students in that class. So we had a lot of discussion. It was heavy on discussion. And as for like, is it as hard as high school teachers like presented to be? It really depends on what you're studying, I think, and then like what professors you get. So for my professors and my classes, it was pretty simple. It was actually, I feel like some of my high school classes were like a bit more challenging and give out more work than some of my classes for college.
Interesting.
Yeah, really depends.
I'm taking a cognitive psychology class, and it's pretty much all lecture and here's your test. You know, take it, and that was it. Like that's literally it. I mean, I have a couple of homework assignments where I'm like critiquing like articles and stuff and connecting it to other psychology ideas or whatever. But I mean, yeah, again, it just depends. But I don't think it's as hard as they would say it would be. Because they're always like, oh, you know, in college, they're not going to let this slide when
they're trying to scare you.
Damn.
It just depends. Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Like, they present.
They kind of prepare you for the worst. And you get really easy stuff.
They like present like professors being these like professors that are just like not gonna let anything slide, and they're gonna like you're gonna get kicked out from a classroom for doing something. Well, in reality, you just shoot them an email. They'll be like, okay, let's get it in whenever you can. They come to class like just in whatever clothing, like barely out of bed, like with a coffee or something.
Yeah. But also, I think I don't know about for Melanie since her class size is small, but I mean for Santa Cruz, since it's so big, we have a lot of TAs. So it's not really. I don't really talk to my professor. I just talk to my TA, and they have a smaller section of kids.
Wait, is that like a teaching or teacher's assistant, something like that?
Yeah. So they what was I saying? Sorry. Yeah, they just like assist with like grading, answering any questions about like specific assignments. My psych professor teaches at Cal State Monterey Bay as well. So like he doesn't really have time to grade everyone's papers, especially because it's like they're both big schools. So he's like, so I just have like my TA. That's pretty much it. I mean, I don't really talk to my professors except one, but other than that, I don't think it's as bad as they say.
It is easier to talk to your PAs because PAs are like peer advisors, so they're closer to our ages as well. So they understand us better than our professor probably would. Like the professor, well, at least for me, my professors are all really nice and they're very understanding. But I have two PAs for different classes. I have one for even though it's a small class, my Constitution class, and yeah, and then I also have a TA for my communications class, and they both really are there, and they both really try to like even help like the professor when they're having, since my professors are pretty elderly, they don't know a lot about computers and the internet, so
Oh.
they help in those
I
in
can
those kind
imagine
of
that. Yeah.
situations. Yeah, but then I also feel like going back to like if it's difficult and stuff like that. There's this thing, or this is what they were telling us like when I started my orientation. Like we had like an orientation day, and they like were trying to relate with us, so they were putting like memes in like the videos we were watching.
Oh no.
They were trying to get like yeah. So there was one thing where like college is literally you paying a school just so you can teach yourself. Because in a lot of parts, like literally your professors are just there either to like give you a lecture or just give you some work, and then most of the time, like you're teaching yourself everything else. Especially, I feel like right now, especially for like my classes, I have to do a lot of the teaching by myself with like the textbooks and like the slides that they provide. And it was really like up to me whether or not I did the work and whether or not I actually learned something for that class.
Yeah, so there's a lot more like self-dependence and, having to teach yourself, but also there are resources that people can use. So like it just isn't as hard as it may seem.
Yeah, like your teachers provide the sources for you, and it's up to you whether or not you use them.
Okay, that doesn't sound too scary. Michelle, I don't know if you wanted to say anything. You've been
Yeah, I thought it was my turn, but then they started talking about other things, so I was like, okay, take a back seat. But no, I was gonna say that, I was gonna say I have two classes, my anthropology and my math class. There's like, my math class has over 100 students,
oh god.
and my anthropology class has like over 300. So, yeah, so it's like our lectures like twice, 3 times a week, and then we have like these like discussions where they split the class into different TAs. Like my anthropology class has like 10 different TAs. My god damn. But anyway,
Damn.
and basically just discuss what went on in the lecture. And like it's simpler because you can decide your schedule too. You can decide what classes you take. Not like high school where you have to take a bit of everything. Like you decide what you want, but you also have to have the class depending on your major. Like my major is biology, so my main classes are gonna be like math and science, and like history and English are kind of like I choose what I want, and I can choose like any elective I want to, as long as it fulfills like my credit. So it's pretty easy.
Yeah, that actually is a pretty good point. How, I guess the classes that you do take are pretty much chosen by you, right? So, I mean, I personally I wouldn't choose any classes that I'm not interested in, and I think being more interested in the subject that you're learning just makes it a lot easier to learn, in general.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, as making sure you pick the classes that you're actually interested in is important. Because if you choose a class that you like literally do not like at all, you're not gonna want to do anything for that class. Like I know my older brother, like all of the classes he wanted, like his school. This was more like his counselor's kind of fault, but it's also like my brother's fault because he didn't like voice out what he wanted. So they put him in classes that either he already took in high school, and classes that were far too ahead for him. So he took this he wanted to be an architect, and he took this architect class that you were supposed to take another class before it, but he never took that class, so he was really lost. And then he had to take like beginner's math, even though my older brother was like a genius in math. So since he didn't get the classes he wanted and any classes that he was actually interested in, he ended up dropping out. So it's really important for like to actually get the classes you are interested in and not just take any classes just to like fill up space.
Yeah. That was kind of like my problem at the beginning too, because usually they have like enrollment in person and you go and you meet with like a counselor and they talk to you about it. But we didn't have that. It was just like, oh, here's your enrollment time, pick out your classes. So you had to do like a lot of research. But I mean, I think that's what's really cool about college is that like you don't really have to take a specific class, though. Like for at least for your GE, for your general ed, for me, they give me like categories, and it's like, okay, for every category you have to take one class, and they have like a list of like 20, 30, 40 classes that you can take.
Mm-hmm.
So like even then, even if it's something that you're not interested, like I had to take interpreting media, a class on interpreting media, and there's like a crap load of classes, and I ended up taking one on Disney because I love Disney.
Whoa.
And so yeah, so it's really weird because like it qualifies for your GE, but it's also something that's really fun. I mean, my final project, I have to design like an attraction for Disneyland. So yeah,
cool.
That's actually pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
don't ask me about it though. I barely started like.
Right. All right. So then because it's like everything's online and everything, and you don't actually get to go to your campuses, do you think your education is worth it despite the limitations, caused by the pandemic?
I feel like my education is worth it, but then again, like, education has always been like something very big to me. I always valued my education a lot, just because like hearing stories from like my parents and like their brothers and sisters and stuff like that, like just my education isn't just for me, but it's like for my family and stuff like that. Because like
Okay.
even though my older brother did go to like college, but he didn't actually graduate from a college. So I just wanted to be like, set that milestone where I'm the first one to actually like graduate from college, and like I actually just like there's other reasons that overpower the pandemic and like how stressful it is, like more positives that are going to come out of my education than the stress that I might be having while I'm getting my education. So like making my family proud, being that first person to graduate, and then the career that I want, like getting that career and actually like finally being able to like have a life that my parents didn't have and weren't able to actually provide for us. Like they did everything they could to get me where I am right now, and they're like, my dad's working even more in order to like pay, which thankfully right now they're not paying anything for my education because of my scholarship, but like later on, like student loans and stuff like that, like they're doing everything they can to like help me with this, and just like I don't want to let them down, because it's like they're sacrificing a lot for me to be where I am right now. So what would be the point of like just dropping out?
Very, very long-term thinking right there. Well, what about you two?
For me, it's worth it. Especially right now because, I'm not living there, so I don't really have, so like everything's paid for. So it's like, why not take advantage of this? And yeah, just kind of what Melanie said, like long-term wise, just to get where I want to be at. I mean, I can't, waste a perfectly good year because it's online. And I get that some people do. A lot of my friends have been saying like, oh, it's too hard online. Like I can't do it. I can't focus. I mean, it just depends on the person. I think I feel like I'm doing great in online. So I feel like, why not take advantage of the opportunity to home, make my own schedule for work and just balance it out. Save the money so that once I do go on campus, I can pay for like my room and stuff like that, save up, help my parents. Also, my parents never gave me like an option besides school. It's never been like, oh, if school's not for you. It's always been like, school's for you. My brother, my sister are college. She's in law school right now. And then my brother, Merced, he's like in his like second to last year, I think, or last year. So an option for me to choose. But I don't want to. I've always liked going to school. Like, it sounds so nerdy, but I actually like school. I like doing schoolwork. So, yeah. I mean, it's worth it to me.
Michelle?
Okay. So I think it's worth it, cause I don't know, but like even if I wasn't going to school, what would I be doing during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Like, might as well be doing something productive, like getting an education. And my brother, he's like in his last year, or maybe not, because he was like really slacking off his first couple of years. Don't tell him I said that. He probably heard me. Oh well. But I'm not in the dorm, so that does save a little bit of money. So like, I don't remember how much, but it was like a couple grand just to live in the dorms and have like a meal plan and
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
So staying at home and like eating food at home actually like saves a bit of money. And yeah, it's like if you really want to get your education, don't let the pandemic stop you, because there's a lot of benefits to it.
Of course.
Honestly, like I like everything being online. I'm not gonna lie, because in person I'd probably just be a mess. So yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I
I
feel like
honestly, sorry, I honestly think that it's very cool how like each of you have your own different perspectives, and it's cool to hear, cause I mean like aside from like I mean I know this show's primarily for my audience, but getting the chance to talk to you guys, I'm also learning a lot here, and yeah, and it's interesting to me just because of how relatable it can, like I can see myself in like each of you guys' situations, and yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. I thought wow, I completely broke down. That happens. Okay, what was I gonna say? I think I cut someone off. Was anyone gonna say anything before I move on to the next question?
No, I wasn't.
No. Okay. Cool. Um. So then I guess from like the previous answers, I guess the hardest thing about doing classes online is just that lack of socializing with other people, and just the whole convenience of things being there for you instead of uh everything's online, so it's already limited in that sense, but then also having to reach out. I don't know. Well, what's the hardest thing, I guess?
Yeah, basically that communication for me. That's all I have to say.
Communication, yeah.
The socialization, not having that socialization.
But then like Michelle said too, it's also kind of good because I mean it saves money too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
true. Some people are there. I know at Santa Cruz, people can live on campus, but they're only offering like double or single dorm rooms, and I can barely afford like a small triple, let alone like to live by myself,
Yeah.
just to be on classes on my laptop. Like I just feel like stuff like that is just not worth it. But I mean, yeah, again, it's different for everybody, because I know people who are like shy, they actually like being like online, like they think it's better for them. But yeah, I think it just depends on the person. That's why, that's why I think it's cool too, that because we're all like really different, and we all like have different. We just all come from different like places in life. So I think it's interesting.
Cool. So then, what are some like fantasies that you had going into college that just didn't happen?
I also like join clubs.
Oh.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
I wanted to
always
join
was like,
all the
I'm gonna join all
clubs.
these stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I miss.
Awesome.
Well, first, yeah, like Abby said, going.
Yeah, actually being there. I live in a very strict like household, so I was never allowed to like go out to parties and stuff like that. So I was really interested in getting like fucking fucked up, But I'm home instead, watching Criminal Minds every day.
Yes, yeah.
Michelle.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think one thing was that I'd move out of my house. Like, I'm, I'm like kind of tired of sharing a room with my sister, because she has taken over the room with how many books she buys. Like, Jesus, finish your books before you buy more, please. So I've been contained into like a third of my room, and she has the closet. Like, she filled the closet with her things. All that's in there are like my sweaters and everything else. Like, I was like, I wanted like my own space, but I knew I'd probably have to like share a dorm room. But I was fine with that. It's like, at least I wouldn't have to share with my sister, who I've been sharing a room for the past 15 years with. Like, that gets tiring. But yeah, that's mostly it.
All right. So then, the next question here is like, what do you like about college that you didn't necessarily have in high school? And I think one thing you guys covered again was having options instead of being forced to like take a little bit of everything. But I don't know if you guys want to add anything to that particular question.
No, I just really like
yeah,
having
no.
the options.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have to show up to school at 7 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
Most of my classes on like Monday, most of my classes start like at 11. And on Friday, my first class is at 1, and that's like my only class. So I'm like one class, and I'm done on Friday. I'm like, okay.
That does sound nice. Yeah.
Just having that control makes everything so much easier, because you can, like, adapt your schedule to how you want it and what fits you best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you're working, you can adjust your schedule to your work schedule.
Like Gabby.
Yeah, that's like the best thing for me right now. I work about like 5 to 6 days a week, and they're like about like 7-hour shifts. I usually work nights, like 3 to 10, or 4 to 10, 5 to 10. If I'm lucky, I get like a 4-hour. But yeah, like especially because I don't have any scheduled classes. They're all like asynchronous, so everything's online. They just post online,
Mm-hmm.
From one class, everything is due Tuesday. The other class, everything's due Thursday. And the other class, everything's due Sunday. It's just really like easy for me because I can either do everything done in the morning, or if I don't feel like it, I can just like stay up all night and do it. It's pretty much on my own time, and that's like something that I really like, because then I get to work as much as I want to, and also like do school at the same time.
That's pretty dope. But then okay, so one of my listeners was wanting to check in with you guys. How many breakdowns this week?
At 0.
Whoa, that's cool.
Been a
This week.
Just wait till next week when final starts.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
Damn. Well, I mean,
You know what? I think I had one on Monday night, so I think I'm gonna say like one. It was like a half. I had like a half of one. It wasn't that bad. But yeah.
damn,
I didn't have any this week.
well, that's because
I
you don't
finished
have
last
school. Damn. Okay. Well then, but I mean, are they like often? Do you guys find yourselves being overwhelmed sometimes, or are you guys generally doing okay?
I mean, for me, it's just like not really with school, but like just with everything, like school, family, work, and then relationships. Sometimes it just all hits me, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm so tired. But then other times it's like, who cares, whatever. I just like go about my day. But yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I work at Baskin Robbins. I don't know if anyone was wondering, but I work at
Baskin
Robbins.
Robbins knows
Ice cream, ice cream.
everything.
Yeah, it's like I gained like 10 pounds from eating like all the ice cream and drinking milkshakes. It's insane. But anyways, yeah.
All right. Well, then moving on, I guess. What are some things you recommend buying for college?
I haven't bought anything yet for college.
Yeah, me
except my
neither.
laptop.
Oh yeah, laptop. A good laptop.
Yeah, like a good one, not
Especially
just like
now.
any. Yeah. But
A
yeah.
good
I have
one
my
that
Mac.
won't
I just have
crash.
so.
A what?
Yeah.
A laptop that won't crash, because if your laptop crashes in the middle of class, it's like,
Well, yeah, I guess what do you do then?
There's no class anymore for you. That's it.
Dang. All right. Well, then some people ask these questions, and I don't think they realize, the what's going on. But someone asked, how good at the party, or how good are the parties at your school?
Oh, amazing! I go to one every day. I just
For
surround
sure.
myself with people.
Every
just,
day's a party.
I
Yeah.
go to a party. I go to like 2 at least a day. Just to really get that coronavirus in my system. I'm just kidding.
Which you see is labeled the party
Santa
school.
Cruz, I think.
I thought it was Santa. Oh, yeah.
That's what they always tell me, that Santa Cruz is a party school. That was like, but I don't really think so. Well, yeah, I heard that like they're starting to like die down, like even before COVID, that they were starting to die down. But they call it UC smoke cannabis because a lot
Oh
of
my
people smoke
God.
weed out there. It's like the land of like the hippies.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I guess people just get crazy, and I can see it though because all the people that I follow from Santa Cruz, they're always smoking, and I think it's so funny. And not even like a pen or anything; it's like natural, like weed. Like they're always hitting like from a bong or something, and it's so funny. But yeah, I don't know about the party, so I'm not there. And also, no one's allowed to have a party, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was like, this question's kind of dumb, but just see what you guys have to say anyway. All right, well then, Michelle kind of mentioned a little bit about the food. Like, what does a normal week of meals consist of?
Whatever
We
my
don't
mom
know. Whatever my mom made.
Yeah, for real. Whatever my mom decided to make that day.
or whatever I find in the fridge, because I've been doing a lot of my own cooking.
Oh yeah, same
Ooh.
here.
Like
My
I've been
mom goes to work with my dad, so I have to do the cooking, not just for me, but for my brothers as well.
It's because
Oh,
since
no.
my mom, since my brother Jason, he's been home like all the time. My mom's always busy watching him, so he doesn't do anything stupid. I'm sorry, that's mean. So he doesn't get bored, because he gets very bored with him. So she doesn't really cook. And when she cooks for my brother, who's a vegetarian.
Oh.
Like, he doesn't eat meat, he don't eat chicken.
Yeah, I can never.
And I'm just like, and most of the time she makes things with, like, mushrooms, and I hate mushrooms. Like,
Ew, those are gross.
so I find myself, like, making my own food more.
Mhm. Yeah, all right. Well then, that's actually kind of interesting. But then, also the last question here about college is, someone asked, should I drop out, yes or yes?
That kind of sounds like Edgar.
That wasn't Edgar. Edgar didn't
Yeah,
even.
no, it wasn't.
Okay. I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but I mean, Edgar was also supposed to be in today's episode, and I feel like it'd be very different with him around. But
Yeah,
I miss
Edgar
Edgar.
always puts me. Yeah, I miss Edgar too. He would always put me in check, like with everything. I would be like so aggressive. He'd be like, "Calm down." I'd be like, "Okay." Like, yeah.
Honestly.
So
I know. I really wanted him
he
for
keeps me in
this
check a
episode
lot.
too. You know, just the energy that he brings. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's very calming, like neutral presence. Yeah.
All right.
Good thing
Well
we
then.
don't have that though, because I'd be like all quiet.
Anyways, if they should drop out or not, do you think it's worth it? And if you think it's not worth it, then why are you wasting your time?
Yeah, I would suggest no though. I think right now is a good opportunity to be like. I mean, yeah, exactly what Michelle said. Like, what else would you be doing if you weren't in school? Like, come on.
Well,
There's really nothing else to do.
I didn't start school till, like, October 1st.
Whoa.
I mean,
I was so pissed.
So from, like, May to October, I was fucking bored, to put it that way. I was like, what do I do? Because I was, like, so used to, like, band and tennis, so I'd have summer practice and, like, band camp.
Mm-hmm.
And that stopped since I graduated. And I'm just, like, I was so ready to start school. Like, I was, like, at first I was excited. I'm, like, I'm going to start school really late. And I'm, like, can school start?
Like, same.
I'm so bored. Like, I watched Criminal Minds twice.
Wow.
Those are long episodes too.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, what am I doing? No, but Criminal Minds is like the best show.
It really is. It's great.
I used to watch it with my mom growing up, but then I haven't actually like sat down and binged the entire show.
I think I started like in August.
Yeah, speaking of Texas, Netflix only goes to season 12.
There's
How
more?
many seasons are there?
Huh?
There's more?
How many are there?
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's 15.
Oh my god, they only have 12? I'm already on season 9. What am I gonna do when she runs out?
Seasons 1 through like 14 have like 20 episodes each, and then 15 has 10.
Mm.
So like, I keep, whenever I get bored, I just randomize whatever episode I want to watch. Like, whatever.
That's pretty cool, actually. All right, whatever. So then, that's kind of like their take on college, quote unquote, experiences. It's a lot of answers. I learned a lot. It's honestly, I don't even know at this point whether I'm excited or kind of for going to college, you know. But I'm sure like I'm gonna be very happy and just kind of have a great time overall. But anyway, so
You'll
Michelle,
be very happy across the country.
Yeah, I feel like that's so exciting. That's really cool because you're actually gonna get the experience of leaving and like being independent, meeting new people. Like you're gonna have to, and that's pretty cool. Like I feel like you're lucky in that sense.
I'm actually super lucky. I'm very like grateful and everything, and also just to kind of like don't mean to brag, but it is a full ride scholarship, and I don't have to worry about any student loans or anything. I'm set.
That's so cool. That's great. Congratulations. I didn't even know that. Where are you going? I know you're going to Maine, but like, what's cool?
I'm going to Bowdoin. I said it right
Where?
this time. I don't think a lot of people here know about that school, or yeah, but I don't know. I did a lot of research, and it's a beautiful campus. It's very kind of like there's a lot of trees, and
Love that.
of course, yeah. And I honestly like when I was choosing like what colleges to go through and everything or to apply to. When I found that college, and they have a pretty solid computer science program as well, and so that's what I want to get into, and I really saw myself there, and I was like, hell yeah. And then I got accepted, and I was all like, oh, hell yeah. But then also like, oh, crap, I'm leaving. Yeah, very conflicted, but then also like, I just know that it'll be good for me, overall, in the long run. So yeah. But, kind of going back to what Michelle said about band camp, I didn't get to do that this year either, and I actually
Lucky.
got put. Well,
Dude, I didn't do it my freshman year.
I didn't either. I came in late. I did Valley's band camp. Which I think was worse.
I went camping for like a week and a half in like West Virginia, where we went like zip lining and like it was fun.
I did 4 years of band camp, so.
Yeah, I did 4 years of band camp, but the first one was just Valley, and it wasn't good enough, so.
Dang, nah, well, I actually, I entered late. I started marching band my sophomore year. But, yeah, I don't know. This year I'm technically the woodwind captain, but I don't do anything. The only privilege I get is being in, Santos' group chat with all the other leaders. That's it. That's all we have to do. And sometimes he'll kind of just ask us questions about or recently he asked us what the period 0 final should be, and we kind of just gave him some advice on that, and then yeah, there's. No, honestly, I don't think none of us were bold enough to say that, but yeah, I don't know. It's been weird, but then also like I don't know. Oh, my sectionals. We don't talk about sectionals. No, Melanie.
What are sectionals? Never heard of her.
Anyways, moving on to the band memories. Yeah, I know. Like, I kind of just wanted to like ask. What were some of your favorite band memories at Godinez?
I don't know. I feel like band gave me like all my friends, so I feel like overall everything. It was just like a great experience overall. I mean, sometimes obviously like practices or comps, like they'd be like, "Oh, I'm so annoyed. I'm so tired. Like this is so stupid. I don't know why the fuck I joined. Like what the fuck? Why am I here?" But I feel like overall, like it gave me like kind of like my mindset, have like good habits, just
Yeah.
my friends, my boyfriend, like it just gave me everything. So I just kind of like it all, But I do like eating, I used to like, I don't know why, this is so random, but chicken maruchans just hit different at comps. Like,
yeah.
I never got a chance to try that.
I don't know why I was always so excited to eat a chicken maruchan in like the stands while watching like big ass bands play. That was like my favorite. I don't know why. It's so random, but yeah.
Interesting. What about you guys?
I really liked all the trips we went on, like the bus ride, and like after comps or like festival where we were like go to like the mall or to like Castle Park and whatever. Like just the trips in general, I liked the energy we had and like just the weird conversations I had with my friends on the bus. Like just a lot of stuff happened on those bus rides, and
A
yeah.
little too much sometimes, but whatever.
Yeah, what happens in the bus stays in the bus.
So yeah.
Okay.
Like Abby said, like literally band did like give us like most of our high school experience was band.
Yeah.
Michelle. I literally have nothing to add because you both said everything, but yeah, it's just like the like friends and like all the like competitions and like showcases where we saw all our work go at the end of the year on that one final performance. And like the senior send-offs were like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that whole
I
senior
never
parade.
cried. My friends were trying to make me cry that day. And then I think it was Carlos who almost broke me. And then everyone was like, Carlos, you're going to make her cry. You're going to make her cry. And I'm like, nope. And I didn't cry. So, just on y'all. But yeah, I didn't cry. So
I cry for everything. I don't even remember if I cried or not. I literally cried like every other moment. So I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, I'm not gonna get that this year, so that's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, but I mean.
But I feel like everything we did in bands was a memory, because like there's just so many good memories. Like not even like good memories. There's also like some bad memories in there. Do y'all remember Ish? Oh, Ish. From freshman year.
I can't picture his face.
I wasn't there.
Oh. So you guys remember that football game where everybody was just breaking down?
At Sega?
Everybody was breaking down.
At Sega?
Like straight up. Yeah. It wasn't Sega. Was it Sega? No. There's like one. Wait, what year was it? It was our last year. I remember. It was mostly the freshmen breaking down. Like last year, maybe like people broke down. Yeah, it was the first performance. It was the first performance we had. Everyone was nervous.
I don't know. That's why I kind of like, I felt weird. I was just like, what the hell's going on right now? Like, this is weird. Why? I was just like, look at that. I was like, what's happening? I don't know what's going on. And yeah, I was just lost that day. I was just confused.
There's that, and then when we had to have like the whole meeting with the parents about like their kids breaking down.
Oh yeah.
Like
dude,
that's
because it's like, yeah, some of the stuff I was just like, are you guys for real right now? Like, why are you guys crying? Like, I kind of get that everyone goes through stuff, but I feel like it was always like moments where we needed to practice, and like at the end of the day, I would just like, come on, like, get it together. Like I was like, just for like 5 minutes, like, you have breaks, like, but it wasn't even just one person, it was just like the whole group. Like, I
think the problem was because it was also always like the same people. It was
and like
always
people
the
like,
same people, so
I need to make sure she's okay, and I was like, no, you don't. Like,
it started getting suspicious. So we're like, okay, you guys will keep doing this. I guess we're gonna have to call in your parents because if it really is you guys breaking down all this time, that's not normal. So y'all need to
Yeah, like you guys
need to get your
some
parents
help.
involved. I remember the
Yeah.
parents also starting to get kind of mad, and they were trying to put the blame on Santos.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, dude,
It's just
your kids
like,
are acting like if we've never branched out. I was like, all of us have been here for so long and have gone through so much, and your kids need to talk to us. Like, it's not even
we're
that,
here. Like, that's
that
the
we're
reason we're
ignoring
here.
them or neglecting them. It's like they refuse to talk to us. They refuse to practice, and it's frustrating. Like for the rest of us, it's like, damn, like we spend a lot of time here. Like we spend a lot of effort, and we should like get that in return from other people. So yeah.
I feel especially it was like very like frustrating for the seniors and like the people who were there since the beginning, since we literally like built up that band to where it was at that point. Because like although we weren't getting good scores at like competitions and stuff like that, like the way like no I don't mean to brag, but like the way our leadership, like in general, like all the captains and the section leaders, like we had a very strong leadership that year. And everybody worked well with each other, and we were really like running it. It was very student ran. We ran it like the students are the ones running it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like very frustrating being in the position where like all of our hard work, like some people were like we're taking that for granted, and we're like the little things they were doing were kind of like setting us back from where we wanted to be.
Damn. Whoa. Okay. But actually, I know this is not, anyway, yes. So going fully online, completely disrupted the whole band program though. We don't have the marching band. There's no more concerts or festivals and stuff like that, It's just like we can't even play live together anymore, and it does suck. But do you think it'll set back like all the progress that you guys made? Because I mean, you guys started from the ground up pretty much with Santos as the
I didn't even think about that.
OGs.
Yeah. I mean,
Honestly, I think that it probably won't set back the new kids coming in because they never knew what it was, so they're coming in fresh. But it's probably going to impact those freshmen and sophomores who were there for those years, and like juniors who are going to be there, who like their last memory of like a band, like an actual band, was like 1-2 years ago. So they're going to have to, find that groove again. And Mr. Santos is going to need like strong leadership, like the kids who remember to be prepared to face those challenges. Because like without the strong student leadership helping
the band isn't going to
Santos
function.
Staff members, it's not going to work.
For sure. Because like right now, the seniors, the people who are seniors right now, like you guys are done. Like if the band goes back, you guys aren't affected by it. The people who are affected by it is Santos and then the students who are staying. So like, let's say you guys don't do like a lot of playing, right?
Not really, no.
Like because of this, exactly. So when they do end up going back to school and start playing, you guys are, no offense, but it's gonna sound like trash because I know for sure people don't practice.
I mean,
people are not practicing.
Hold on, but you do say that like if we didn't already sound like trash.
True.
I don't know about you. No, I'm kidding. No, but like the people who are gonna end up suffering, like also that kind of goes back to Santos. If he's not giving you guys all those playing assignments, the band's gonna suffer in the future because you guys aren't practicing, and you guys are gonna not sound good, and it's just gonna be like a whole cycle, and starting over. So I feel like for us, if it sets back what we did, playing wise, no, because that's an individual thing, and then the band sound changes every year because we lose and in-game like players. But in the sense of like leadership wise and then how the band is run, I feel like it is gonna set back just because like the way we kind of ran things was very like moving, and it's like we had a pace to everything, and we had like very good communication between the leaders and the staff and Santos. So we were always communicating, like if there was something wrong, something like we saw that we didn't like we would tell Santos,
Mm-hmm.
and he would listen to us. But I feel like you guys lost that kind of connection, and then the people like who are going to be the leadership next year, they're not going to have that either. So it's going to be like it could be decreasing every year unless
all over
yeah
again.
yeah it could be decreasing every year unless someone puts their foot down and starts it again.
Yeah, I don't really think it's gonna have anything to do with like what we did that setback. I think it's just like Santos, like the reason why the leadership was so good is because we trusted him and we trusted each other. And I feel like when you're online, you don't get that same relationship. And so I feel like it's just gonna set back like one, that trust that he's gained from us, to trust him to like build it. And not only that, but he's starting all over with music, and it was easy for this last year freshmen to, it was so easy for them to get the hang of scales because the rest of us had already gone through the process of learning scales.
Yeah.
So, and we were able to be like, okay, you need to practice this because we all know this and you're the only one that doesn't. But when we were freshmen, nobody knew it, so it was even harder to get it made it slower because none of us knew how to do it. None of us knew how to help each other. So I feel like that's going to be lost because once, everyone comes back, everyone's going to be like, what are scales, Stuff like that. I just feel like it's going to be like, it's just going to be lost, and it sucks. But I mean, again, like, I think at the most it's going to hurt Santos because, he worked really hard to get us to where we were.
Yeah.
And now he has to basically start all over.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So then, all right. So if you had the chance to, tell Santos something, or like, give him advice on how to move forward or whatever, like, what would you kind of tell him?
Get that communication back with the leadership. Like Abby said, we trusted him, he trusted us. So getting that trust back is the first step in helping him, like right now, and then making sure that everything goes the way he wants it to go in the future.
Yeah, just to know that, like, he did it once, so he can do it again. I think that's it. I think as long as he keeps going, caring as much as he cares, and thinking how he thinks, I think, like, he'll be fine. I think he'll be good. I mean, I think I texted him, like, the other day, so I would just text him that.
Yeah, he actually shared that text with us, and he was all like...
Oh, I know, he posted on Instagram.
Yeah, and he talked about it, like, a bit during class, too. He was very appreciated. Michelle?
Santos really does care, like, about all of us, about his students now and his alumni and everything like that. Like, he's that one person that, even if, like, if you're, like, in a situation, like, recently I had a situation that Hall didn't send in my transcript to my university, so I wasn't able to register for my classes for my second semester, even though Hall said that he was going to be the one sending it. He never did. And I texted Santos, and he was just helping me with everything. He was making sure that Hall knew what was going on, and he was like, I called him, and he, like, picked up, like, on the second ring, so he just, like, made sure I was okay. I don't know, he's just that one person that, for sure he's always going to be there, and that he just cares. Santos has the biggest heart, and he really does care about what he does and his students, which just makes him an even better teacher. So, like, just for him to be doing, like, keep doing what he's doing right now. Like Abby said, he's done it once. He can definitely do it again.
That's deep. No, but I mean, it really is. And, again, I don't know if, Michelle, you wanted to say anything, or...
No, they got most of it.
I figure.
We should let Michelle talk first.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. And it's not that, like, I really have anything to say. I mean, you guys, did like, an amazing job. And like, I know, I don't know, it's, you guys were honestly, like, role models for us, and I mean me especially, like between all three of you. Like I remember Melanie's like exceptional leadership and just being able to drag on everyone under control when things got out of hand. And then Abby, when she would just bring like that positive energy on the field, um, and like that was always just so much fun, and it made the practices a lot more kind of like memorable, and it wasn't just like it made it more of an experience. And then Michelle, of course, section leader. Um, well, for me. By the way,
I wasn't
clarinets are the
even
best
there for
section.
Love that.
He wasn't there for sectional.
No, because there was no other day but Tuesdays, and that was when I had my matches.
Yeah. I
So,
mean,
like,
Michelle
they
would
did-
like tell me. Sometimes she'll be like, "No,
I was
you
like-
check in on them." Like, okay.
No, I'm not. But seriously, they did very well on their own. Like, shout out to them. Like, they were
shout out to
getting.
Javi.
Huh?
Javier.
Oh yeah, Javi too. Javi was very helpful. And like shout out to Kwan because like it was her first year, and like her
Yeah.
section leader was like gone all the time because I had a sport. And so shout out to her for like learning her music and like knowing her shit. So
And she didn't want to be there either.
no,
No, but
sadly, but
I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like obviously going into, because I mean, I knew that we would eventually have to replace you guys and take your positions as leaders, and I went into, well, I mean, before everything had already happened, I was already like trying to step up on my own, and but I mean, I didn't really have to because, well, then everything struck. I don't know. It sucks because I mean, I was very excited and hopeful to be able to um be with the band. I mean, yeah, like at school, I didn't really have much of a life other than band, really. And I mean, like you guys said, all of like my friends were essentially in the program and everything. And but it's just because that's where we spent like all of our time basically. And well, I mean, it took a lot of my time, and I'm pretty sure it did for most of you as well. Um, but yeah, like overall, I think what you guys are saying is like right. And I kind of went into this recording session kind of like with a little bit of a negative, and hearing some of the positive feedback or kind of just stuff that you guys said, um, really does. Honestly, like I'm gonna keep it real. Don't mean to like get all wholesome or whatever, but like I really do miss you guys. Like just being able to talk to you guys again. But this is great. I'm loving every single bit of this, and yeah, again, like we missed Edgar, and honestly, like I could have gotten a whole bunch of other people, but I felt like you guys really stood out as the OGs, as I call you, and yeah, I mean, the band program is great, and honestly, the state of it now is kind of weird because I mean, I don't like I kind of brought up sectionals and I said we don't talk about those, but I mean, we don't really have anything to practice because Santos doesn't really give us music, and it's kind of just like you can play your scales, and I mean that's it. And I'm gonna keep it real. My quality and like my playing skills have definitely like went super downhill since I haven't been practicing every day, and I don't know. I do think that one of the things that I missed the most is well, starting my day every day with band, because that class would always wake me up every morning, and I don't know, it's just it sucks, but then it's also like, oh well, there's really not much we can do about it. and yeah, I had more questions for you guys, but honestly, I think it's time to kind of transition over to the questions for the ladies. And yeah, so then again, this was another section that I posted on my Instagram story. Well, not mine, but the podcast. And you guys came through with the questions again. And the first one that we have here is why is Abby so pretty?
Wow.
Good
Oh my
tea.
god. I honestly don't even know where to start. I'm just kidding. I asked that question. I didn't think you were gonna put it on the outline, but jeans, you know.
Michael,
I
what's
don't
your
know.
girlfriend gonna think of you asking that question?
It's okay. I think I'm fine.
Technically, I asked it.
I mean, yeah,
Abby's out
technically.
here shooting her own horn.
I know. It was a joke. I thought it was. I didn't know. I didn't know you were gonna bring it up. I was like, oh my goodness, ha ha ha, it's so funny. I'm like half asleep. Like, okay. Anyways, let's go on to the next question.
All right, yeah, sure. So why do girls go to the bathroom in groups? This is one of the top 10 questions even scientists can't answer.
To help each other out.
Yeah, we pull out each other's tampons. Like sometimes it gets
Oh
stuck.
God! Wait, what?
I'm dead.
Yeah, cause you know how tampons work. Do you?
No,
Do you know?
no. Moving on.
Well, let's just say you have to put it up there, to like plug it up. But there's like a very, very long string, and we have to like fold up that string and like tuck it in, and then sometimes it gets stuck. So we need we need friends to help us pull it
You
out.
hold the flashlight and they're just trying to find it.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Well, I guess there you have it, ladies and well, I guess gentlemen, really. That's the real reason why girls go to bathrooms in groups. It's quite interesting. They really are a different breed. All right. Anyway, next question. What's your guys' favorite thing to comment under your friends' Instagram posts?
Oh, I love I do this a lot. I do this on like literally everyone's post. But I put like we love to see it, you know? I don't know why I put that. Heart emojis, heart eyes emojis, like yes, love to see you thriving, stuff like that, positive energy only.
Of
But yeah,
course.
that's it. For me at least.
Definitely heart emojis, heart eyes emojis. I use the flame emoji a lot sometimes. I use a monkey emoji too, like the covering the eyes. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, like ooh, I see you.
Mhm.
Or like I would be like, yes. Or what's another one I do a lot? Or I'd be like, oh my lord, look at you. That's what I would do.
Mhm.
Michelle doesn't comment on pictures.
I don't.
Damn.
Because whenever I see it, it's been like a couple of hours since they posted it, so I just feel weird commenting.
Michelle, if you ever post a picture of yourself, I'ma spam your comment section.
Same.
I
Now
won't.
that we're talking about it,
won't.
I won't.
But-
Oh my god.
Nah. The last picture I posted of myself was like from like 2 years ago, or
Is it still on there?
I think so.
Ooh, I'm gonna go spam it.
Oh my
No.
God.
It's from like 2018, or like, hold up, no, hold up. The last picture of myself was like 2016.
Oh man.
Dude, it was 4 years ago today.
Oh. Wow. What are the odds?
December 8th, 2016. It
Yeah.
was the first time I wore a dress to school. That's it. But yeah, oof.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's like every single time you see like a post from like a girl or whatever, like the comments are always filled with that same general kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just the energy. You just have to keep it up,
Girls gotta hype up girls.
Oh my god.
I mean, their boyfriends aren't gonna do it, so.
Oh.
Honestly.
Damn.
Stop.
We have to be there for each other.
All right, boys, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, and then all of a sudden
Wait,
we
wait.
get wait.
Hold up. So, staying on the comment part, what, would you like your boyfriend to comment on your post?
Question of the week.
Oh, I don't even know. I mean, he does comment sometimes. I think I have I think the ones that I have up right now, he has commented. So, I mean, literally anything, just like a heart, it would be like, oh, okay, good, he commented, I mean, either way, he sends them to me and says something about it, but I just like the comment better, It's like on display.
Makes it public.
But I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, I've been with him for like almost 3 years already, so I feel like, I mean, it's as public as it gets for now.
That's true.
So yeah, but still, it's
Hey, I
appreciated
stand
voice.
Michelle.
So.
It is. It's the little things, guys.
It really is. Okay.
Like, straight up.
All right.
Also,
Well
I
then.
just spammed Michelle. I just spammed her picture.
All right. Well then, the next question, which completely takes a huge like 180, pretty much, is do you guys or I keep on saying do you guys, but I just kind of realized none of you guys are. Well, oh my god, none of you are guys. But whatever. What do I call you three when referring to you three?
I
Just
don't
I don't
care.
care.
You three, you hoes, you bitches. I don't really care.
I was really thinking
Anything.
that.
I'm like, okay, bitches, let's go to the next question. You know, that's fine. That's
no,
fine.
I don't
I'll
have
take
that
anything.
much control. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, I want to hear you say that now.
No, I'm not gonna say
You should
that.
be that. That's how you should start your partner. Like, what's up, bitches? And today we're gonna be talking about.
Yes.
Honestly, I can
Come on.
count the number of times I've heard Michael cuss on one hand.
What? Cussing it just really like, that's how I express myself. Like, that's how I get my point across. Like, that's,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
love
used to.
cussing.
Stress reliever.
My
It really
dad
is.
thinks, my dad thinks that cussing makes me like a chola or like
Oh
a
my
person
gosh.
of low intelligence.
Love that.
Honestly, I haven't cussed in a while, so.
Do it right now.
Oh
You want?
no, it's like part of my daily routine. I don't even know.
It's like I could imagine you have like a to-do list. It's like one of the boxes. Cuss.
I just
Alright,
make
did
it
that
a
today.
word every day. Yeah, I mean, even in band, I feel like, oh, well, obviously you guys know I cuss a lot. I mean, it's just like a thing. I didn't even know I cuss that much, but then people would always say like, oh yeah, Abby cusses the most, and like you guys being like, oh yeah, Abby, like, you know, cussing, and I'm just like, is it that bad?
Ooh.
Like, geez. But I mean, yeah, even in practice, I remember cussing.
I would accidentally cuss a lot in front of Santo.
Swear jar.
Oh yeah, I would bring
Oh
change.
yeah.
And like half the time he would just look at me, and then sometimes like during class he'd be like swear jar, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And I was right there in front of it, so he'd just grab the swear jar and put it in front of me, and I'll be like, oh.
Yeah,
just slip.
I got to see
Like,
that
it would
firsthand. When I sat next to her, that's pretty funny.
With Abby saying that she would cuss at practice, that just makes her line in our senior prank, where she tells, I think it was Areli, or I don't know if she told Areli or she told Karime, where it's like, why are you cussing? That just makes it funny. Abby was
Oh, I was like, why are you cussing? Why are you cussing? Huh? Me cussing all the time. Well, I didn't know that we were gonna cuss, but I feel like it did make it more believable because we all cuss when we get mad. So I'm just like, yeah.
Yes. Well, damn, I don't know. I used to be really bad with like saying bad words. But then if you ever want to fix that, start a podcast show and make it PG-13 where you can't say anything like that. And then you kind of sort of catch yourself a little bit more and more. It works. It works. Nah, but I mean.
No, I wouldn't cuss a lot at home, but then my older brother would be like, just say it. Like, no big deal, just say it. So I blame him for me cussing at home.
Damn. No, I'm an angel at home. At school, though. Anyway. Mom, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so then the next question here is, why can't signals be clear? It's 2020, y'all ladies, or wait, it's 2020, y'all ladies need to shoot your shot more. You want to know who said that? I mean, I don't want to call him out, but you want to know who said that?
Yeah.
Do you guys know Angel? The clarinet player?
Mendoza, Liz's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
Does he have a girlfriend?
Yes.
He does. He added her to our group chat.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was kind of weird.
His
but,
girlfriend, literally, Angel's, no offense, Angel, but his Instagram page is straight up a fan page for his girlfriend now.
I don't even follow him.
Oh.
No,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
It really is.
I feel like I'm on the exact opposite. Like, I shoot my shot. I don't know. I'm a simp, so I kind of just say what I need to say. I think I made the first move with Isaac, like literally for everything. I think, yeah. So
I'm the type of person who doesn't make a move unless I know that the guy I'm interested in is interested in me. Because I'm not trying to make a fool of myself.
oh no, I'm not like that. I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, I will make a complete fool of myself. Like,
like if they don't like me, I'll make you like me.
Yeah, like, it's gonna go one way or another. Cause I mean, okay, well, I think some of you mostly know Isaac. I think Melanie knows Isaac more than anybody else in, like, right now. But he's very quiet. Like, he doesn't.
He is.
Well, at first, when I met him, like, yeah. So I told Miguel. I said, Miguel, tell him that I like him, but don't tell him that I told you to tell him that I like him. And then yeah, he told him.
You
but then
always
Miguel
have to have
like,
that person in the middle.
Yeah, and Miguel was like, okay. But then Miguel told him, like, oh, she wants me to tell you that you like it.
Oh my god.
And yeah, like,
No way.
yeah, like, I was the first one to, like, kiss him. I was the first one to grab his hand. I was the first one to, like, start things, text him, stuff like that. Like, I was always the first one. Because, I mean, I liked him, so, yeah.
Okay, when it comes to, like, first getting into the relationship, like, the flirting stage, like, before you come anything, I don't like making the first move, like I said, unless I know the guy is interested. If the guy is interested, then I start making the first move. And, like, in my relationship right now, like, I'm the one who's been doing the first move. So, like, basically everything. But then I told him, I'm like, no, when it comes to, like, our first kiss, I'm not going to make the first move for that, because that's just you being a wuss.
Damn, really calling him out
And
like that, huh?
Am I the person here?
Wait, Melanie, I didn't even know you had a boyfriend. Who are you dating?
Yeah.
Do I know him?
I'm keeping my lips sealed.
I haven't shown his face yet. I posted him on my, like, Instagram story, and, like, I just, like, posted, like, a picture of us, like, holding hands, and people were, like, DMing me, like, who is it, and I'm just like, I feel like a celebrity. Like, you know how celebrities, yeah. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep this little bit of mystery for a bit. I remember, Michelle, do you remember that one night where it was, like, really late? You're like, what are you still doing up? I'm like, texting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that him?
Yeah.
That was
Oh, wait, so nobody knows?
She personally, well, I mean, I know, but she personally told me not to tell anyone, and I was like, oh man, I was like, okay.
Yeah, Michael knows.
Wait, but do we know him though?
I know him, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys do too. I think.
Oh, this just makes it even more interesting. I'm not gonna stop texting you, Melanie, until you tell me. Who is it? I'm curious. I'll do some digging. So I'm gonna find out. It's like,
yeah, she's gonna put her criminal minds to the test.
I wanna see that happen, Abby.
Okay, I will. Dude, don't. Okay, just wait. I'm gonna find out. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. When it comes to relationships, I feel like it works both ways. Also, it depends who you are. Like, if you're a girl, like, I don't know, someone just needs to make the first move. It doesn't matter who it is, to be honest. Like, and then guys, when it comes to signals, guys suck at signals. Don't even signals are so plain and clear, and guys will still be like, oh, what do you mean that's how you feel?
I'll admit it, I'm kind of guilty.
I didn't get it. I didn't pick that up. It's like, oh my god. It's like always the little things. Honestly. It's like, yeah, I don't know.
In my defense, though, I'm oblivious for everything, not just, like, signals, everything. That's my defense.
Yeah. Do you guys believe that thing where it's like nobody knows better that a girl likes a guy than another girl who likes the same guy? What? So nobody knows better that a girl likes a guy more than another girl who likes the same guy. So let's say, Michelle, you like a boy, and you know for sure that some other girl likes the same boy just because you like that boy.
Doesn't it become like a competition then and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like...
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay quiet on this one because I have just too many experiences. But
Wait,
anyways,
Abby,
I've
since
never
you
had
hanged
that
out with like,
experience, but okay.
I feel like we all hanged out with more guys than girls in high school.
mhm.
Yeah, so were you ever in that situation where like girls would come up to you to like help you to like get your advice on how to like hit on one of your friends?
I'm trying to think. No, I mean, okay. Well, my friends consist of like, for guys at least, Miguel, Alvaro, Joseph, and I mean before Isaac, before we started dating. But nobody really. Oh, you know what? This is kind of weird. Well, I don't know if I should be sharing. Never mind. Anyways, but well, this girl liked one of my friends, and yeah, she came up to me and asked me like, oh, what should I do for him? Like, and I was just like, dude, I don't know. Like, I tried to help her, like, oh yeah, he's into this and that. But most of the times, the girls that were trying to get out of my friends didn't really like me, or like they were really hesitant at first. And I was like, no, like I'm here for you, like like I want to be your friend. And yeah, I feel like a lot of girls come at like situations with guys as like, oh, you're my competition or something, or I need to get to him closer.
You're
But
like,
honestly,
girl,
when you're like in a
no.
relation, yeah, I'm like honestly, when you're like in a relationship with my friends, like that's like great. That like that's private. That's you guys. Like I don't want to get in between any of that. Like you can have him. Like that's all yours. Like the guy's my friend, but I understand that like a relationship also like requires more privacy and boundaries. Yeah, so like if you're uncomfortable with something, tell me and like I'll get away. And I feel like like just to be clear. But like yeah, other than that, nobody really has come up to me like asking specifically me for like advice on one of my friends. So, yeah. What about you?
I've had situations where girls would ask me, especially about Lechuga, because Lechuga was the lead in our group.
Oh yeah, everyone liked Lechuga.
I feel like, okay, like before when I was closer with Jay, girls would either come up to me to like get advice on Jay, or they would hate me because I would be so close to Jay.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Jay and I kind of like we distanced ourselves a little bit, like I started hanging out more with like Lechuga, and then the same thing. Either girls would either like try to get my advice on him, or they would straight up like hate my guts.
Not like you.
Like I'm just like, okay, like I don't know. And honestly, it's like there's a point where if they get mad at me, I'm just like, okay, there's not really I can do. But then there's just other situations where it's just like annoying. It gets to the point where it's annoying, where it's like they're like literally everywhere you go, they're just like mad dogging you everywhere, and it just gets to the point where it's like, okay, can you like stop? Like it feels like you're paying more attention to me than you are to the guy you're liking. So please just distance yourself, because like I'm that kind of person where it's like if you do have something against me, just tell me, and like we can either fix it, or if you don't want to fix it, then just like go our own ways, because I really don't like being in the middle of drama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like
it's exhausting.
Yeah, with Jay, I think after everything that happened, between like me and him, I feel like I started to get him to know him like way better than I did when we first started like talking.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like when we were together, it was just so like toxic and like bad, and yeah, like I feel like I got to know him better like after everything, and yeah, you can totally see like how girls are like on him,
Mm-hmm.
especially like okay, I'm not gonna name any names, but just like some girls like they were just like on him, and when that's like your friend, it's kind of like okay, calm down,
Yeah,
like,
especially
kind of like
like like for example with Chuga, with the girls that he liked him, like he for sure he told like his friends, he's like, I don't like him. So you can tell when he got uncomfortable too. Like he would make it obvious that it's uncomfortable, and the girl's not taking those hints. That's where I'm like, I don't like stepping in my friend's relationship. But if I see that they're uncomfortable, or I see that someone's like really making them upset, I am very defensive when it comes to my family and my friends. So if I see them upset, then best believe I'm gonna like get in. And I might not even just be like obviously I'm not gonna like push him away, stuff like that. I'm just gonna like subtly like call him over, like, oh, I need to tell you something. Just like get him away from that situation,
Damn, okay. Wait, hold on. I just need to like make sure. Are you guys gonna want me to like cut any of that out? No, we good?
Yeah. No, I'm good, I think.
All right.
I hope so.
Just making sure, because I mean, I don't know if you guys remembered, we were on a
A lot of
online
build here.
podcast.
And I'm just sitting here like, not relatable. Haha.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking back. I'm like, what did I say? I'm like, does anything need to be cut out?
No,
But
I
think
mean,
I'm fine.
never
I
mind.
mean, I'm a pretty public person, so
I'm like just making sure I didn't name any of the girls' names.
yeah. I'm like, did I
Like
say
naming my
anything?
friends is fine, but naming the girls that's
No,
like,
I mean, you guys didn't name any like names really, but I'm just saying. It's okay. Anyway,
yeah, I'm fine.
I guess we're I mean, we're already like about to wrap up, but just the two more before we end things here. And the first question I have is what do you guys wish? What do you, no, I'm not gonna say it. What do you wish guys just knew?
Little things matter.
Yeah, for sure. Little things matter. I feel like communication. Honestly,
For sure.
I mean, especially, I mean, me, I'm in like a long distance relationship, so I feel like communication is just like everything. So yeah, and the little things do matter. Like it's not even like I don't want, or I know a lot of girls don't want their guys, like it doesn't have to be like, oh, I planned this whole day for us, or you know, I got you this something huge, and I went all out this one day, but every other day was like it was sucky, you know? Like I feel like consistency and like, you know, little things matter. You know, like little texts, like, you know, assurance. Yeah. Do you guys know what love language is? Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Michelle.
Oh, I did a whole there's a whole segment on my show like a couple episodes ago where we explored that. Yeah.
Oh, really? Wait, what's yours? Sorry, I just want to hear people's love language.
Mine. I'm a quality time kind of guy.
Oh, that's cute. Anyone else?
I'm the
Melanie?
same one. I'm the same one.
Quality time?
Quality time was mine.
Michelle, do you have a love language?
Oh, what now?
What?
Spanish? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just saying I've been single as a Pringle my whole life. So I don't know what.
Okay, then let's say somebody was trying to, well, you know, you've actually been in a situation, somebody's trying to be with you, Michelle, but you don't take a chance. Anyways, let's
What?
say, what?
I'm searching up love language. Hold up.
Love that.
Anyways,
I think mine's either touch or like words of affirmation.
Mm.
Yeah.
wait, Michelle, what can a guy do to, like, get your attention? Like, what do you want guys to know?
I don't know. I've never really liked a guy, so I don't know. I guess like I like want a guy who like I feel comfortable around, like, and like comfortable sharing things with. Cause like I'm a pretty private person. I don't really talk to people about like my personal shit, and like not even my mom, which is like kind of
Yeah.
weird because some people have like close relationships with their mom, and I'm just like no, and so like so yeah, just like someone I can like talk with, like I guess, and like if I do like someone and I do feel comfortable around them, I'll probably like hug them or like be like more like not like standoffish or like more like and like more affectionate, I guess. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out. But like I hug and kiss my dog a lot because I like really love my dog. Like 13 years going strong.
Love that. God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like advice too. Like if guys like need advice, like to ask for it, I feel like that goes a long way too. Like I think I have like a few guy friends who ask like for advice, and I feel like it helps. You know.
Yeah. communication, for sure.
All right.
Guys need to, not just guys though, like guys and girls both need to know how to communicate.
Wow, it's
Yeah,
like
it
you
works both
read my
ways.
mind.
Yeah.
I was about to. Oh, never mind. Continue.
Because I've been in like relationships before where the communication was very one-sided. So like I would share everything, or not everything, but I would be the one doing most of the sharing. Like I would share with my significant other at the time. I would share like my problems and like all this stuff I was going through. Yet it seemed like he didn't trust me with anything that like he didn't trust me with anything basically. So it wasn't very healthy. It felt like I was putting in more trust in a relationship and communication than he was. And at the end, that was like the whole problem. That kind of like split us up. So communication and trust is for sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think that's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean no, you go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like, well, this is like my first this is my longest relationship. I feel like, yeah, that's kind of what makes it keep going. Because, yeah, like, you have hard days and stuff. But I feel like at the end of the day, like, as long as you talk about, like, how you're feeling, then, like, everything will be fine. So, yeah. That's all I have for that.
So that was for the guys, and now on the flip side, what advice do you have for girls that you think they should know? Yes.
I feel like just be
Don't be
yourself,
blind.
you know? But also, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes girls, like, read too much to something. That makes sense?
We overthink. I know I overthink a lot.
Yeah, I do too. But also, like,
yeah.
one thing that I kind of don't like about girls, well, not girls, but like anybody in general, I don't like when people let their friends kind of decide, like, what they think about things. So, like, a lot of girls right now, they'll be like, oh, you know, my friends told me that this guy's toxic, so I broke up with him. Or, like, stuff like that. Like, oh, my friend doesn't like him. Stuff like that. Like, I don't like that. I feel like just be your own person.
It's
like, be your own person and think the way you think.
For sure. You have to have your own opinions on stuff. But
yeah,
at the same time, you cannot, like, be blind to the obvious signs in a relationship when it's, like, starting to, like, get toxic and stuff like that. Because, like, the whole saying, like, love makes you blind is for sure true. Because I don't know about you, Abby, but, like, after, like, my past relationships, like, looking back at them now, I can actually, like, see all the little, like, things that I probably, like, from, like, an outside point of view, I wouldn't have, like, continued with the relationship at that point, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like for relationships, like, you just have to find someone that, like you, that also holds you accountable for the relationship. And I think that's what makes it, like, I mean, for me, like, Isaac calls me out, you know, when I do dumb stuff, or, like, when I said something, or something that bothers him, like, you know, he calls me out, and I feel like before I didn't have that, like, I never had a boyfriend who would tell me, like, you know, this was wrong of you, and so, yeah, just, like, hold each other accountable, and you'll be fine.
I feel like you should find someone who makes you better.
Yeah, and then for girls,
each other.
I think, yeah, I'm like, yeah, just be safe, especially now, like, with all the sex trafficking and stuff.
For sure.
Like, just be super cautious, be aware. Like, that's literally my deepest fear for, like, me or one of my friends to go through. Literally anybody, it's just so scary. Like, I know for me, I took the bus from, oh, my dog wants to come inside, hold up.
I would say to girls, don't try to always be, like, the nice girl also. Like, don't be afraid to say no when you really don't want to, like, do something. Because I know there's a lot of girls who want to be nice. And, like, let's say a guy's hitting on you, you're, like, too nice to, like, push him away. Don't be nice about it. Like, if you feel uncomfortable with something, just say no. Don't be nice about it.
Yeah. I used to take the bus from school to where I live. It's 2 buses. It's about, like, it would take me, like, 2 hours sometimes. And, you know, just, like, that was always, like, my deepest fear. Like, I was always looking, like, back on my shoulders, you know, like, I wasn't on my phone. So, yeah, just be careful. like exactly what Melanie said. Don't be too nice. Like, don't be nice, but don't be too mean, because I know guys, like some people who actually, like, men, when you reject them, they take it like the really wrong way, and they like start getting mad, and it's even scarier. So honestly, just be careful. I mean, that's all I can say.
Damn. Oh, okay. Does anyone want to say any last little bits before we wrap up the show?
I don't know. Thank you for letting us talk on your show.
Yeah, nah, this episode was for you guys. I'm just the host. I do my talking on solo episodes.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. Especially catching up with you guys. I haven't talked to anybody, really.
Yeah, I see.
It was fun.
Oh. Uh-huh.
It was fun, and it was nice catching up and hearing all these lovely voices again. And Abby's cussing. Missed that.
But yeah, you already know.
Michelle. Yeah. It was nice to talk to people who weren't my dog.
Oh.
Just kidding. I don't. Yeah, it was nice catching up. I'm like, if y'all know me, text me because I'm bored and I need conversation to keep me going. Because I can't talk to my sister because she's kind of dumb. Just kidding. I'll send you memes. Yes, please send me anything. I am bored.
You know what? I love being like needed. Like not needed, but like I like when people come to me for like advice or like help. Even in school, like I really like that. I don't know why. It's like really like comforting knowing like, oh, they thought of me and thought I could help. So yeah, if you guys know me, you guys have my Instagram or whatever.
Okay.
Text me. Let me know. Let me know if you need anything.
Michael, you have to link our Instagram down below.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, what's the point if we're... I'm just kidding.
I mean, I could put them up on screen right now if you guys want to shout them out.
Oh, I don't even know how to spell mine. I think mine's like it's like Abigail, but with 2 L's, Rosales. Yeah, that's it. That's mine.
Hold up. What was mine? I changed mine recently, so I don't remember it.
Alright, the point is, here you go, audience. Boom, they're right there on screen. Yes. Well, what is it? Yeah.
Oh, mine's Melanie. This is all lowercase. Sorry, so it's Melanie .LLOPE.
Michelle, if you wanna.
Oh. Yeah. Whatever.
Send her memes.
This is all underscore, by the way. I mean, all lowercase. The heck. And I have class in half an hour. I need to wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's all lowercase. I'm _still_ Michelle. I haven't changed it since freshman year, so.
Nice, and I would leave mine, but I kind of don't want to. So, all right. Cool. So, I think that's a good spot to wrap this episode up. Thank you guys for coming on to the show and sharing out all this wonderful stuff. I learned a lot, and it was also just kind of fun connecting with you guys again. It's always a blast, just socializing with people, something that a lot of us have been missing these days. And yeah, it's always great. So also thank you to the audience for listening to this week's episode. And of course, new episode coming next Friday, so be sure to subscribe to the channel. To be subscribed to the channel, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And with that being said, this has been On My Mind, so we'll see you next week. Bye.